Hey everyone! In this video, we'll show you how to create a vendor workflow at Refrens, a structured approval process for onboarding new vendors instead of managing everything through emails or spreadsheets. Let's get started. From the left sidebar, click Workflows and Automation. Then select Vendor Workflows. Here, you'll find all your existing workflows. To create a new one, just click Create New. You'll now land on the Workflow Details page. Let's quickly understand each field. This is the name of your workflow. For example, Vendor Approval Workflow. Choose a name that clearly identifies the purpose of the workflow. Here, you can add a short description explaining what the workflow is used for. Next is the Super Approver. A Super Approver has complete visibility over the workflow and can manage approvals across all stages. Below that, you'll see the workflow statuses. Now let's configure the workflow stages. Think of stages as the different steps a vendor goes through before becoming an approved supplier. For example, New, In Progress, In Review, and Approved. You can add new stages, edit existing ones, delete them, or rearrange the order according to your approval process. Click on the edit icon beside any stage. Here you can assign one or more approvers responsible for that stage. Next, let's configure reminders and escalations. You can define how long an approver has to take action. For example, 3 hours, 1 day, or set a custom duration. This helps keep the approval process on track. If an approver hasn't responded before the deadline, a reminder will be automatically sent as notifications. You can even configure multiple reminders. For example, 2 days before the deadline, or 1 day before the deadline. You can choose who receives these reminders: assignee, approvers, or super approver. If the approval is still pending after the deadline, you can automatically escalate it. For example, escalate after 1 hour, or after 1 day. The escalation can notify the super approver or other selected users, ensuring that approvals don't get delayed. Once everything is configured, click Create Workflow. That's it. Your vendor workflow is now ready and will appear in the vendor workflow dashboard where you can manage and track vendor approvals. Now that your vendor workflow has been created, let's see how you can assign vendor leads to it manually. From the left sidebar, go to Vendor Leads. Here, you'll see a list of all your vendor leads. Along with their details, you can also track their current workflow status, such as whether the lead is approved, pending, or rejected. To assign a vendor lead to a workflow, click on the three-dot menu beside the respective vendor lead and select Add to Workflow. A pop-up window will appear. First, choose the workflow you want to assign the vendor to. Next, select the stage from which the vendor should begin the approval process. Then, choose the assignee who will be responsible for handling that stage. Once everything is selected, click Save Changes. That's it! The vendor lead is now successfully added to the workflow. The vendor lead is now added to the selected workflow. To proceed with the approval, open the vendor lead and click Approve. Enter your approval remarks, then click Continue. Finally, select Create Vendor to complete the onboarding process. You can immediately see the assigned workflow name, current assignee, and current stage directly in the vendor leads dashboard. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.